Hello everyone, it's Red with RedDragonLeo.com. Just a quick update as to tomorrow, what to expect. Pretty much, I expect a choppy market, trading sideways to slightly up. I don't think that these gangsters are going to let this market fall right now. Maybe next week, maybe Monday, but as far as this right here, even though the 30-minute chart is pointing down, I think they'll probably just go down a little bit, recycle right back up, and they may make another run and just kind of pin it right here in this little wedge, either just under it or just over it, or I mean just in it right here or just under this trend line right here. I just don't see them doing anything major. The SPY level to pin it at is somewhere between 134 and 135, so that's why I think that they'll just pin it somewhere in there. We're just going to chop sideways all day tomorrow and do a lot of nothing. I don't see no big rally, and I don't see any big sell-off, but pretty much nothing. So right here you can see this line that's drawn right here. We can very well easily go up in here, bang on that, bang back down, chop sideways, and end up the day either inside this little area or just below it, either way, and ride this trend line right here as the 60-minute chart goes down. And as you see here, the 60 will probably work its way down throughout the day, and it may even come back up and put in a higher low, I'm sorry, a lower high to make a negative divergence. But it clearly has further to go. You can see that it said 0 right here. This is your critical point, whether or not it's going to curl over and go back down, or just continue on up to this 5.0 area right here. And when you look at the 2-hour chart, it's about in this area right here. The lines are. They're still pointing up. Now I don't have that here on this chart, but this is the 1-hour chart, and the 1-hour chart looks like it's ready to roll over, but the 2-hour, the lines end about here and about here. So that tells you that it's still pointing up on the 2-hour. And if you look at the daily, as you can see, we are trying to curl back up, trying to point out. Now, we do not know at this point whether or not it is going to go up and roll over after a week or two of putting in another bunch of histogram bars positive and rallying the market higher. We don't know, or if it's going to go right dip right back down. This full stochastics could roll over at any time, as well as the slow stochastics. You know, I still am in the bear camp right now. There's not been any technical damage so far to the bears that I see. So I'm thinking that this is next week will just roll down, and it'll do one of these numbers. Exactly, well, not exactly, but similar to this right here. So as you can see, where it made an attempt to go up, and then it finally rolled back down. And you look at it here, same scenario. Again, the full stochastics, they made an attempt to go back up, and then it finally went back down. And I'm kind of thinking that's what we're going to do here. Maybe we go up here tomorrow, and then because it's OPEX, and then next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever, that's when we roll back down. Oops, hang on a second. Okay, sorry, that was just a few seconds for you, but for me, it was like 10 minutes. So I lost track of time or thoughts what I was talking about. But I think what we were talking about here was this right here on the slow stochastics. I still think that it is going to roll down. That's what I'm thinking, because everything else just still looks bearish. Weekly charts look bearish. Everything to me tells me that this is going to maybe curl back up one more bar tomorrow, because it's Friday and OPEX and be manipulated. They're going to pin the SPY somewhere, probably between 134 and 135. But after that, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, I think we're going to head back down. And so this could go up here and then curl over, very similar to what it did right here. So, and I still think that that's what's going to happen. The only thing that would convince me otherwise is some major damage here with a big bullish day up. Then you'd hit a bunch of stops, buy stops, and you'd probably go on up quite a bit. I just don't see that happening just yet. So, you look at the weekly chart, and it is still pointing straight down. It's just not showing signs of going back up. So to me, this tells me that that we should continue down. Next week or the week after. I don't know how many weeks we're going to do this right here, this choppy action right here, but I really expect to see a nice big red candle down before we resume back up, and I really would like to see us hit this 1250. Maybe then put in a double bottom, and then if you want to resume the bull trend and go back up, and then so be it. But for now, I'm still bearish. So while this 30-minute, again, it may look bearish, but understand they could recycle this thing right back up. They'll go down a little bit, recycle back up, and just basically chop it around, do a whole lot of nothing for tomorrow, Friday, because it's OPEX. Same thing here on this. If you can actually draw a line right here, draw a line right here, you've got a triangle, which is usually a continuation. So that would tell you your up move, and then you got your triangle that it should break out. Now it could come right back down, and then go right back up and continue just hitting, banging until it finally burst out into the end of the day if it wanted to. So it could really fool you there on how long it takes. But I just don't see much happening tomorrow. So I'm really thinking that we're going to probably stay under this blue line. It's what I'm thinking. I don't think there's going to be a big gap and we're going to go way above it and then make a bull run. I just don't see that happening. So, okay, that's it. So pretty much, guys, unless there's a big run, I don't expect a lot happening. Just kind of a flattish day, chopping, going nowhere. So that's it. I said I'd keep this video short, so that is it. I will see you on the blog, and hopefully some of you actually go there and post. We've not had much traffic lately, so I don't know what's going on. One more thing I did want to go over. Anna caught this fake print on the IWM, and if you look at this definitely tells you that we are likely going up. The IWM is the Russell, and the Russell 2000. 94.35 would put us up quite a bit on the SPY and the S&P. It'd put us probably up well over 1,400. I don't know. I don't have the correlations to draw it exactly, but I believe this to be a valid fake print. And so that could be an indication that we are going to go up one more time sometime in the summer. Hopefully not starting tomorrow. Hopefully we have one more down before we can get long. Here was an interesting thing that Cletus caught, although he hasn't posted on my site, so shame on you, Cletus, if you're watching this video, for not saying hi every now and then. He was able to catch this big large buy block on the DIA, the diamond, which is the Dow Jones. Someone bought 10 million shares. So this was on Cobra's blog that he had posted this. So this is an indication that the institutions are likely getting long, and while we may come back down here and maybe just put in a lower high over the next week sometime, maybe we don't go down here and take this out. Maybe we just go down here and put in a higher low. I said it backwards, and then go on back up. But this could be a sign that the gangsters do plan on running us well up to that fake print on the IWM. It makes sense, but technical still are bearish, so you got to go with that. And right now the line hasn't been broken, so you do expect it to run back down and maybe put in one more low I think it's going to be a lower low. I don't think it's going to be a higher low, but we don't know. Gangsters can manipulate these charts any way they want. So anyway, that is it for now. I'll see everyone on the blog. Thanks a lot.